person who wants to become wealthy or get the job of their dreams, they still have to fill out all those applications and they still have to apply, because that's the process in this three-dimensional reality. Now, everything that's in this three-dimensional reality, whether it's an object or a thing or a body or a person, everything gives us the illusion of separation. I'm here and you're there, and there's space and time between us. So the way we function in three-dimensional reality is, if I'm aware that I'm sitting here and I want to walk to the other side of the room, to the door over there, I become aware that I'm here, but I'm separate from that other point of awareness over there. And the way I get from here to there is I have to do something. So I got to move through space. I got to move my body through space. And when I move through space, it takes time, cause and effect. But then there's me here. I'm sitting here, then I have my dream job, right? And my brain automatically creates my job somewhere out in my future over there. I'm separate from it, right? So I'm separate from my future, just like I'm separate from something else. And so then the only way that I can get to that future is I got to do a lot of things. I got to work hard, I got to fill out applications, I got to talk to the right people, I got to go on interviews. And this is how we function in three-dimensional reality.
Is that like a masculine perspective?
No, it's just the way we function in the world, right? So everything we want is going to take time and energy, right? Because really, we're matter trying to change matter. And if you're matter trying to change matter, it's just going to take time. And when it doesn't work, and you get angry and frustrated and impatient, try to manipulate outcomes. We fight for outcomes. We compete for outcomes because we're matter trying to change matter. Now, learn the skills, make the right choices, make the right sacrifices, and meet the right people, and in time, you may get that job. Nothing wrong with that. That's how we create in this three-dimensional world. There's an invisible field of energy that exists beyond this relative space and time. And there's no objects there, there's no people there, there's no bodies, there's no things, there's no places, there isn't even time, right? Now that's a really big concept for people to wrap their mind around, because it's nothing material there, nothing physical. It's a vacuum, void of anything material. What we learned in our research is that if you teach people how to take their attention off of everything physical and material, everything known, there comes a moment where the brain begins to switch and we put our attention, instead of on matter, we put our attention on energy. And the quantum field is an invisible field of energy, of frequency, that's filled, fertile with possibility and information. So now, this invisible field of energy connects everything physical and material. In fact, most people, when they study matter, they see matter as emitting a field. But according to the quantum, it's not matter that's emitting the field. It's actually the field that's slowing down in frequency and creating matter. Okay, now if you can reverse that and get a person to a point where they're not their face, they're not their culture, they're not their age, they're not their profession, they're not their diet, they're not aware of their cell phone, they're not aware of their car, they're literally, their attention is completely in the present moment. They walk through this little door and they enter this realm of the quantum. Now, if you teach people how to create from the quantum field instead of from matter, then if they do that properly and they understand the science of how, then they no longer have to go anywhere to get what they want. In other words, when a person can create the right type of energy, the right type of frequency from the field, and there's a vibrational match between their energy and whatever they want in their life, all of a sudden they start drawing experiences to them. Out of nowhere, they get the phone call, hey, I got
synchronicity.
That's synchronicity. Why? Because you're synchronizing your energy to a possibility in your life. Now, in the quantum, every thought has a frequency. So when a person has the thought of their new job and they can feel the frequency of that thought, it wouldn't be lack, it wouldn't be separation, it wouldn't be frustration. The frequency of the thought of a new job would create the feeling of euphoria, excitement, bliss, gratitude. And thoughts tend to be electric in the quantum field, and feelings tend to be magnetic. And now we teach people how to create a Wi-Fi signal when they connect to the field. There's a little bit more that has to happen because you have to have coherence in your brain. The brain's got to be very orderly, and it's emitting a field. And the heart,
Which it can't do with stress.
Stress is static. Stress, you disconnect. So we teach people how to get that brain coherence going and that heart coherence going. And coherence is rhythm and order. And now you have this Wi-Fi signal, and when there's a vibrational match, or you've synchronized your energy to synchronicity, and you start getting the phone call or the email or the introduction to somebody, and you scratch your head and you go, oh my God, I'm the creator of my life.